we are faithful, so we're faithful. Just thank you so much. All right, so if I were to do this, you guys tell me what's wrong with me, okay? All right, ready? Christian, anything you guys up there?
Too much weed.
I don't know what you do. What's that? Yeah, what's ailing?
No, your leg is, your sciatic nerve is hurting. No.
Pointing down here.
No, sciatic nerve.
It reminds me of a time when I actually did that for about a week. Freshman, I had to prove something. I was in football. And I was even as a freshman, I was faster than just about everybody, seniors and all that stuff. And so we used to have to do these touchdowns and stuff where you run from one side to the other and back. And I ran. It was first day of practice. I started running as hard as I could. Sweating. It was hot out. We were doing 2 days at the time. And I was just running. And they're like, oh, look at them guys. Meet you guys. And I'm like, yeah. My head's getting all swollen. Can't fit in the helmet. And I start getting this thing. And I'm like, what in the world? And then both of them. And pretty soon I can't even walk. I had to pull my hamstring. Okay. Anyone here ever pull your hamstring before? No? Couple? Wow, that'd be something you need to experience. It's great. It's like walking, I don't know, like in road course for a long time. And it just, something's wrong there. It's just really tight. It's hard to walk. Pretty painful thing. Doesn't matter who you are. If you are an athlete, you can go to the slide. When they pull their hamstring, I mean, these guys are Olympic. They fall to the ground. They're in agony. They're crying. Go to the next slide. Doesn't matter what it is. Yeah, you can go to the next slide. That's your cue. You can go to the next slide. The cue
never mind.
What? Oh, that's awesome. All right, we'll fix it.
There it is.
Okay. All right, there's another one. Green wave. You guys green wave fans? Maybe some funny noise. All right, so just a pro athlete playing basketball, holds his hamstring on the ground. It hurts. You can pull it really bad, like this next picture. And it's hard to see because all the lights are on. But that is a pull when you're like bleeding. And you got a tear there, and it's all red, and doctor probably know this. But hamstring, that's a hamstring injury. Now that hurts. Okay? That hurts if it's that bad. Usually surgery, they can tear loose and stuff. Go to the next slide. There is a cow. Alright? This cow had something bad happen to it, of course. Wolves, actually. Wolves, if you know anything about wolves, what they like to do is they'll always attack from the back and the rear of the animal, and they'll hamstring them again so they can't get up and move. And they call it hamstring, and when I lived in Salmon, we had outfitters, and I'd go out with them, and you go into draws, which are like the cracks, alright, in the mountains. When you see this crack, you go up in there, and there's all these dead elk, and they're just laying there. And the only thing that was wrong with them was they were hamstrung. They would just tear their hamstrings out so they can't move, and that's it. They wouldn't even go back and eat. Just, so, not that I'm here today to be a proponent of killing wolves or anything like that. But that's what they do. We go to our and a moose. There's a moose right there. Don't go ahead unless I tell you to. All right. So that moose there, that it'll never make it. It can never get up and go walk. It can never get up and go eat. And the weird thing is, or sad thing is, they're not even there to take it out. They're not even there to keep it. They just hamstrung it. And that's it. Sometimes they'll stick around and eat them. And that's kind of gross, isn't it? That's why there's no pizza here. He's a big guy. So that's just reality of life. I'll go to the next slide. And it makes me wonder a little bit about the gospel and what can hamstring the gospel. What can hamstring you in your life when it comes to the good news that God has for you? Or what can hamstring this good news for a church that, well, keeps a church from actually spreading the good news? Because at some point, I think the evil one tries to do all that he can to stop momentum, to stop things from going forward. And all it takes is one bite at one person, one thing, one bad word, whatever it might be. So, question, we're going to do table time right now. What is it, just come up with some ideas at your tables, what is it that you think can hamstring the gospel for someone else, because it wouldn't apply to you this morning, all right? Or so for someone else, or maybe just sharing the gospel with the world. Just some ideas, okay? So share at your table for the next couple minutes.